Hey guys, I am back for yet another video, and as I promised, it is a recipe. I decided to start my recipes simple and went for one that is so versatile that you could eat it for either dessert or breakfast. You can spice it up, dress it down, and quite simply eat it just as it is. It's a brilliant snack full of good energy, and it is from the right sources. I started by trying to deep hit these dates, but well, it was the first time I bought this brand, so I had no idea that it had already been done for me. Continued to open them up though, so that the hot water I would later pour on them would actually soften them up really nicely. So the wet ingredients to this recipe include 90 grams of almond butter, 1 cup of soaked dates, and 1/4 of a cup of the water that is soaked in, and 2 very ripe bananas. They should really be spottier than these ones. Dry ingredients include 1 cup of walnuts, half a teaspoon pink Himalayan sea salt, 3/4 of a cup almond flakes, and 3/4 of a cup pumpkin seeds. And of course, the bulk of it all, gluten-free oats, and I added 4 cups of those. The type of nut or seed is totally interchangeable, guys, as well as the amounts. What I added in this video is literally just what I felt like adding on the day. I like my walnuts a little more bite-sized, so I chopped them up, but not too small, just small enough to not be overpowering in any one bite. Add all the dry ingredients to one bowl, ready to be mixed for the wet ones. I use my trusty Nutri-Ninja to mix all the wet ingredients together. If you don't have one of those, a standard kitchen mixer should actually work. You just might get some small pieces of dates or bananas or something, though that could totally add to the texture and does not have to be a bad thing at all. At this stage, you could totally add other flavors if you might like. In the past, I've added all sorts to this base recipe, but here are some of the suggestions. You could add vanilla, almond oil, cardamon, cinnamon, cocoa. You could even do a Christmas version. For me, that would be the flavors that go into the traditional Swedish gingerbread cookie, which are cloves, ginger, cinnamon, and orange. Now, I like to get my hands stuck in there. Others might not, but if you are like me, don't forget to take off any jewelry and to wash your hands before. Turn the oven to 120 degrees Celsius or 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Prepare a baking tray with some baking paper. Pour it all on there and make sure to break it up as best as you can. The pieces, well, they might still stick together, but that's alright. You'll break them up again later. Leave them in until it starts getting brown around the edges. How brown? Depends on your personal preference, really. But usually that's somewhere between 40 to 50 minutes. When you do take them out, break them up again to your desired size, and then you put them back into the oven to dry them out again, because the bits that you broke up might still have some wet inside of them. Now, I only left them in for another 10 minutes here, and then took them out to let them cool down and dry out at room temperature. Then after, if you see any big bits that you have missed, break them up again. Once they have cooled, you can store the granola in an airtight container, and I'd say for about 2 months. But good luck keeping it that long, because seriously, it's going to be gobbled up straight away. Guys, don't forget that you could literally add any flavor to this. This is just the base recipe. That is why it is such a good recipe. If you want me to, I could totally do another video on all the different variants that you could add, as well as the measurements that I have used in the past. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do that. If you guys have never eaten a granola that has no processed sugar and no processed oil in it, then obviously it's going to taste slightly more bland than the store-bought kind. But honestly, it's not that far off. I guarantee it isn't. In fact, my parents-in-law, who are not whole food plant-based vegans, came over to visit and they ate it like sweets. Like, they loved it. They thought it was really, really good. Also, my daughter had a friend over the other day, and they kept on coming in, grabbing a handful, and running off to go play wherever they were playing in the house. So it was a really, really good verdict, and that I can't stress that enough. It is really, really good. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then don't forget to give this video a like, as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done this marvelous deed. And of course, leave a comment down below on what you would like to see from me in the future. That really helps me with ideas and stuff. The next video will be all about me organizing my food shop and how I do that. So hopefully that can really, really help you guys in figuring out how to plan all this stuff into your daily lives. So that video should be out really shortly, because I have already filmed it. It is already in editing process, so should be out soon. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!